honor, and congratulations to St. Anne's Corner of Harm Reduction on their 31st anniversary. I'm sorry I can't be with you to celebrate in person, but I couldn't be more proud to support such a stellar organization. Your devotion to increasing quality health care and harm reduction resources and reducing stigma for people who use drugs in the Bronx community is inspiring. Everyone here knows that the worsening opioid epidemic and dramatic spike in overdoses over the previous year has disproportionately affected communities of color, the same communities most at risk for COVID-19 and the communities you directly serve. Yet St. Anne's has been undeterred, pivoting to increase services and reinforcing its role as a trusted guide and friend. Because of your advocacy, the CDC and SAMHSA are beginning to financially support programs. We know this takes more than COVID relief and settlement dollars. We need ongoing, sustainable federal funding. Programs like St. Anne's will continue to lead in best practice and exemplify the racial equity and cultural sensitivity necessary to improve policy. And all of us need to keep up the fight for continued progressive legislation for medically assisted treatment, overdose prevention sites, and support for essential programs like St. Anne's. It's been a great pleasure to be a small part of your journey as one of the oldest continuous harm reduction agencies in the U.S. While I know this distinction rests on the accomplishments of many, especially in this room, I'd like to time travel back to the 90s and talk about Joyce. I met Joyce at the first Harm Reduction Working Group in 1993 when HIV was ravaging drug users and their communities. Joyce was among the provider activists from across the country whose charge was to map a national plan to reduce HIV and to agree upon a unified definition of harm reduction. This meeting of visionaries launched what is now known as the National Harm Reduction Coalition. But what struck me most about Joyce was her humanity. Fearless, passionate, and brutally honest, she taught my 20-something self about empathy and about life. I learned that you could apply harm reduction to every aspect of your life, and to this day, it is my North Star. I've always maintained that it's easy to write a check, but not so simple to do what you do every single day. So I'm grateful to you too, because this work wouldn't happen without our incredible allies in our communities. I'd like to congratulate and thank New York Attorney General James for her steadfast leadership and for securing over $1.5 billion in settlement dollars for the people of New York to rebuild from the opioid crisis. And congratulations to Frankie Miranda for his tireless advocacy to secure equitable COVID-19 resources for the Latinx community and promoting the vital role of community nonprofits to deliver them. Thanks again, and have a wonderful time this evening.